Okay. All right. Not that one. This one. Hi. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Don't laugh at that. Aaron literally came in the room and laughed at me as I said that. Do you believe this? Zach says good. The two of ya. Let's see her stream. Yeah, it's so easy. I'm gonna, the next stream that she has, which is coming up soon. I'm just gonna put her in front of the computer and say, okay, go do the stream. You're so smart. Footsie, enjoy your lyric. Thank you. Show her blank OBS window. Tell her to go. Yeah, it's like, look, it's in there.
That's not equivalent.
You not being able to figure it out. I've set you up in the right environment. Just you get there.
I haven't streamed for 2+ years.
Wow.
And should know this.
Wow. Aaron's streams are great. Come out for them. We actually were talking about getting her December stream scheduled. Hey, there's a lot of things that happen in December. I don't know how anybody else's Decembers look like. Decembers get real busy for some reason. I don't know what it is about December specifically. People get fucking wild about doing things in December. I don't like Decembers. Yeah, I'm glad we only have one a year. If we had more than one, I'd probably. I got VMix experience. You want to get into some real shit? We can. Yeah. We start getting real weird. Oh man. Thank you, sweetie. You select them back when holidays and birthdays were unconditionally fun. Every holiday ever, end of quarter, end of year. Yeah. What have we? You know what we should do? Is we should take all of the holidays and we should put them all in December, and then we just all take all of December off. Yes, but then you get to take all of December. Exactly. Aaron's like the rest of the year would suck, but you would get all of December. Just from what, like the last week of November, where Thanksgiving it just through to the new year. What's up? I'll see you in January. I will see you in January. If you're rich and wide enough, you too can take all of December off like people in my building do. That's true. That's true. I hate when people do that. I need stuff spread out so I don't literally murder someone. Hey, you know, it keeps your life interesting. May you ever live in interesting times, right? Until you murder somebody, that's gonna get real interesting. It's gonna get real interesting real quick. So we talk a lot about Game Pass here. So I wanted to share really quick what's been going on Game Pass while the wonderful breakfast that Aaron made me cools. Game Pass is great. So recently launched on Game Pass, Lawn Mowing Simulator, which everybody likes. It's a cool game. Stardew Valley, also on Game Pass. Townscaper by Raw Fury. Shouts to Raw Fury, just shadow dropping Townscaper. You just put together a little town. It's really cute. You got Final Fantasy 13 2. You've got whatever the heck Anvil is. It's a game preview thing. You got Generation Zero. You got Mind Scanners, which I played a demo for a while ago. It's really weird. And then coming up, I just really want to shout out Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator by Strange Scaffold. You buy and sell organs on a simulated market, and that's cool. And The Gunk, another great indie hit by Thunderful, where you play as one of a pair of space junk haulers, and you're exploring a weird planet covered in gunk with like this cool robo arm. It looks great. Like don't let it pass you. Don't let it pass you. You have Game Pass. Just play games. That's kind of the idea. I'm going to sell your Oregon. Matt, if you put every holiday in December, then my wife will walk to Florida with a knife with your name on it. That would... But see, that would be a really good TikTok series, though, Brian. Imagine that TikTok playlist. I'm helping everyone. It would end poorly. Isn't PlayStation Now just Game Pass with streaming? No, actually, because PlayStation Now has much fewer games. It's better. It's better. It's better than it was. There'd be too much evidence of a murder of you. I love that this canon that you've created, Brian, is that I said out loud, what if we put all the holidays in December, and everyone thought, that's okay, and like listened to me. I'm already here. I could be... You're like, listen, well... This is the thing everyone decides to listen to me on. Not making another Metal Gear Acid sequel. Not bringing back Big Bad Beetleborgs. Not doing these things, but completely changing the state of America's holiday schedule structure. Yeah. Would you play Horizon 4 or 5 one of these days, preferably 4? I actually watched Brian play Horizon 4. Thanks to the magic of Discord. I'm not big into racing games. I actually considered playing Horizon 5 because they have all those new driving assists. I was like, oh, cool. I can just have the game drive it, and I can just make my cars look cool, and I'm okay with that. So, I've thought about that. Excuse me. I'm a very affordable consultant. Affordable consultants in your area. Oh, Brian, they do that regardless of the holidays. They do that regardless of the holidays. Been playing MGS5 recently. I'm watching someone do Let's Plays of Metal Gear Solid 2 because I probably will never play that. But also I really want to go back and play Portable Ops, and then maybe MGS5 because I know MGS5 is very similar. So. So for breakfast this morning, we're having spanakopita. Which is a weird breakfast treat. Not generally what one has for breakfast. But we weren't able to go out and get more milk. So we don't have any milk. And so yeah. So this is it's one of those fun situations where it's just like, well, we have a weird food thing, so we'll just eat the spanakopita. Oh, shout out to the captions getting spanakopita. Literally the only word it got right in that sentence was spanakopita. So good job. Anyone might have played MGS5. How the hell do you unlock the missile? See, when I have a question like that, what I do is I go to google.com and I type MGS4 how to unlock the missile, and it usually gets me right there. Craig and I had this conversation yesterday. Everybody talked about breakfast for dinner. Ready to think about dinner for breakfast. See, I think it's because people don't want to put the effort into making dinner things first thing in the morning. No, don't be sorry. I'm just saying. That's... Don't be sorry. I'm just saying that's going to be more effective than asking people here. None of which I think have played MGS5. We actually never had a conversation about who has or hasn't played MGS5, but it was more a general statement than an admonishment. But yeah, like, you're not gonna want to make, I mean, but also I would say counterpoint, Zach, like, that's brunch. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of brunch, where it's breakfast, but with more complicated, hearty foods. I know that's not dinner foods during breakfast, but you think about, like, well, what if, okay, I woke up. What would I do if I woke up and wanted steak? Well, then I would have steak, but also then that's brunch. Just due to the time it would take, so. Wake up for breakfast and want steak. Then you go to everyone's favorite Waffle House. I don't think I've ever had a steak from one of those places. I don't know how. I mean, I guess you know what you're getting, right? Like, you know what you're getting yourself into. What is Huddle House? I've never heard of that. Enjoy the nice crispy ASMR. Third shift cook knew me. Wouldn't even exchange words when I locked in after my late casino boat shift. Zach. How have we never talked about this? You worked on a casino boat? I mean, I get tempering my surprise. It's Florida, so sure, but also unofficial index for how bad a natural disaster. Yep, it's how bad how many Waffle Houses are open, because Waffle House don't close. It wasn't in Florida. Oh, interesting. And yeah, that's true. You've had a ton of jobs. A cleaner Waffle House with less hash brown focus. That's why it's cleaner. Hash browns are notoriously greasy. Here, enjoy this asthma. I do not enjoy it. If it's bothering people, I can move there. I can move that farther away. Move that farther away. We gotta talk about this casino boat thing sometime. I want to hear about it. The phyllo was very nice and crispy. Aaron did a wonderful job. Aaron did a wonderful job. Did y'all see? I haven't told you. Oh. For some reason that didn't sink in, Brian. Cause and you literally. I'm sorry for that not sticking, but it's funny because I had a memory because I was editing Yakuza last night and you literally made a suggestion that I should do a mukbang stream. So, I'm sorry. I still have no idea what you're eating. It's called spanakopita. It's a little crispy. Here, I'll show you the one that I haven't taken a bite out of. Mukbang streams are totally different. How are they different? Here's what I know about mukbang streams. You eat food. So here's what it looks like. It's just a little crispy triangle. It's got spinach and something else, but. Yo, Fuego, what's going on? What Gundams I got back there? Technically no Gundams. They're all, well, most of them. They're all Zaku 2s. I just collect Zaku 2s, except for these, which are SD Gundams. Like hanging out and eating, but they're still eating on stream. So I don't understand what the difference is. They're not chewing in my ear. Any mukbang content I've seen, which has mainly been, okay, maybe that's it. Maybe the only mukbang videos I've been exposed to have been ASMR mukbangs. Because it's literally, all I've seen is the noodles one, and they just do that big fucking noodle slurp. Your dad bought a perfect grade Zaku 1. Hasn't started working on it because he needs to annoy me. I think I've seen pictures of that Zaku 1. It looks really good. I thought you were eating a fortune cookie. That'd be a wild way to start stream. Just like eat a couple fortune cookies. Like, this is all we've got. I just gotta, I just gotta get through to lunch. We can get out, get some food. That would be hilarious. That would be funny. Okay. Fuego, how you doing, by the way? Thank you for stopping in. All right. I'm not bothered with someone at dinner and people making sounds. Oh yeah, I almost never hear you when you drinking the mic. Well, I will be more aware of when I drink water. Because it makes sense now that that's why you're making jokes about it all the time. Cooked spinach is one of the only foods I won't eat. It doesn't taste very spinachy. It doesn't taste very spinachy, I will say, as one of its high points. But Chillin' in Mortales, that looks really good. That game looks really neat. Maybe I should do a mukbang stream. I like eating. I'm surprised you haven't done a mukbang stream. Like, absolute garbage food. You should do, Zach, here's what you should do. You know how on YouTube there's those people that live in like Japan and they're like eating 47 Japanese sweets. Just do that but with American sweets. Like eating all of the sweets at 7-Eleven. And you're like, all right, I got like the Hershey's cookies and cream crunch. It's terrible. It's a really poor quality chocolate. And then every time, here's the fun, here's how you make it fun, Zach. Here, hang on. Zach, here's how you make it fun, right? Here's how you make it fun. Every time you eat a candy, show what the parent company is and what war crimes those companies have committed. And you might say, Matt, how many war crimes have candy companies committed? And to that I say, you'd be surprised. Zach's like, hi, welcome to stream. I'm gonna eat 5 steaks, and it's just like, oh god, this is a wonderful stream. Yeah, what up, Coca-Cola Death Squad? I literally opened Twitch today. And I saw the things that get you views, y'all. I saw the things that get you views. So I'm very excited to announce. And this is, you know, this is some content that I've been putting off getting into for a really long time. People have said, Matt, I really think you would strive in this space, or thrive rather. I really think you would thrive in this space. This is something that you should get into. You know, I really think you would find your niche. So I'm very excited to announce next week I will be doing a 12-hour long sleeping stream. You know, Depression Nap 2020. Really excited to bring all this content. We have a lot of fun things planned. It's going to be a really great time. You know, so tell your friends, get everybody to come out. You know, it's going to be really good content, you know. Anyone's known me for more than a week would not be surprised. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's more like, here's the stream, I'm eating steaks. That's what we're doing. Like, oh, we're not like, you know, are we talking about news? Like, I'm kind of, but mostly the steaks. Oh, okay. Bean does a cooking stream and in the corner you're just eating steaks. Like, War Tales is actually difficult, but the combat is fun. It looks like it's gonna be very very hard line, hard edge is what I would, you know, like there's not a lot of room for forgiveness. In a phase a couple months ago where you put Tabasco sauce on everything. Tabasco's good. Okay. Bean makes dessert while he eats steaks, waiting for the desserts to be done. Yeah, you're like, listen, here's what the stream is. I'm eating the steaks, and then by the time I'm done with the steaks, Bean will have made dessert, and then I will eat dessert, and then we'll end stream. And then you're like the Andy Kaufman of streaming, where it's just like, is this... People have to ponder, like, is this content? Is it? How far are you in Evolution Worlds? That's a great segue. Excuse me, that's a great segue. Cut to black just before you eat the dessert. you're like, I'm so excited to eat this dessert. And then it disconnects. That's incredible. Incredible. All right. So, I like that says level 16 heaven. So, yeah, the 10th floor of heaven. A lot of people talk about the different floors of hell. They don't talk about the different floors of heaven. So, oh my god, of course there's more. I was really hoping that this would just load into the boss room. It's about presence, or I guess absence. Yeah. You're playing with expectations, right? You're playing with expectations. People have an expectation of what's going to happen, and you deliver something different. But yeah, I saw a very famous streamer who owns a gas station was on the front page of Twitch. Well, not the front page of Twitch, not what we colloquially call the front page, but in my recommended streams, doing a sleeping stream and had 11,000 viewers. And I was like, if y'all want to stare at her ass, just stare at her ass. Like, I don't... Short Circuit 2. Fisher Stevens is a white man who plays a man from India. He regrets it too. Let me put it this way, I've seen worse depictions of India in comedies. I do not remember those movies in any way, shape, or... I mean, I remember Johnny Five is Alive. That's what I remember. Jesus! Just sunk his pincers into me. That was terrifying. You ever have an open and honest discussion about things you enjoy doing and social anxiety in preparation for a first date? No? Just got back. I'm not certain whose ass you're talking about. One person I know who keeps buying gas stations, making money on it. Honestly, good for her. I mean, there's the line where it becomes there's a line where it just becomes like, oh, you're a rich person doing rich person shit. Do you know what I mean?
I can't believe it.
Like a friend of mine shared a thing on Facebook where somebody, I don't know what they did. I don't know what their reported profession was. But they sold their farts in a jar and made $100,000. And I was like, I'm not mad at that. A fool and his money are soon parted, dog. Like that's one of the big ones. You know? Why is that enemy just a virus model I saw in science class? It was like, I love that the enemy is literally just a fucking, that's a very specific type of virus. I can't remember the name of it now. Excuse me. I fart in jars for free right now. I'm literally sitting on a gold mine. Yeah. Like a while ago, another streamer I watched shared a message that here's the thing that's gross, right? This is gross, but I respect the idea. Someone messaged her and was like, if I send you a sweater, will you sit on it and fart on it for 4 months and I'll pay you $50,000? And that's gross because you shouldn't message people with requests like that out of the blue. They didn't consent to that. That's gross. But also, that sounds like a great opportunity to make $50,000 for nothing. That feels like one of those things. Y'all remember those late night ads with that guy where he's like, I'm showing you how to get free money. Just buy my book. The government's giving it away. And like the government, like one of the things is someone gross on the internet will give you $50,000 if you fart on this sweater for 4 months. And like, you know, who am I to say what people should do with their money? The guy with the mustache, little drawing, is giving me heavy Tintin. I wish Tintin were in English. That'd be great. I would read all of Tintin. I remember it was a cartoon, right? I remember watching that cartoon. Backwards curse now. Ironically, that gate. Is it? That's funny. Yeah, I'm just carrying on his legacy. I'm carrying on his legacy. Here's free money you can get from the internet. Matthew Lesko. Yep, that's it. You're right. You're right. Now that you say it. He had that weird question mark suit and he was just running around on the steps of the Capitol. I remember those commercials so well. Cause he looked like fucking, he looked like the guy who didn't get picked to host Beekman's World. Like, he looked like the second choice for the host of Beekman's World, and that just stuck in my brain so hard. Like, just...
There you are.
The government has free money to give you. All you have to do is kidnap the Batman. Question villain. Yeah, I went to fucking Spirit City. And I got this costume called Question Villain. Oh my god. I want that job. Can I have that job where you have to come up with names for your copyright knockoff characters? Times at work today, I've said, "How are you today?" And someone has replied with, "Thanks, you too," which has made me naturally respond, "Okay, have a nice day," and they short circuit 4. Oh. Wore a Mario costume for Halloween one year. The hat was itchy. I don't think I would wear a costume that had a hat, because it feels like you're just asking to lose that at some point. You know what I mean?
There you are.
I wish I was joking. Brian, all of the things that you told me about your job, I know that you're not joking. You know what I mean? I know you're not joking. Also, my brain just remembered Question Villain, and oh, love it. Here for it. Rivet shoes. Nope, not that button. Here we go. So he said, no, it's like weird. I wonder if Gray can use them. No. Did they literally just give me another rivet? Oh, here, let's try, hang on. Oh. It's like, kind of like weird, like retro modern day, where they have, they've got electricity in cars and stuff, but it's not very, very built up. Jeepers Flying Rat Hero. It's Question Villain. Careful, Bird Teen sidekick. Oh my god, I love the idea of like, let me dress up as Bird Teen. Oh, why do I love Bird Teen so much? Did you ask why you got a second copy of it? I think all the characters wear shoes. Because you can only wear, like, no one else can wear it, and they already gave me one. So I definitely feel like I'm just getting randomized equipment, which is annoying. Can I combine this with the other rivet shoes and make rivet shoes +1? Because that'd be fucking cool. Bummer! It just says footwear, it doesn't say a name. No, I tried already. I tried. Yeah, it has specific names for like the sci frames. Because the parts, I'm glad that for the sci frames they decided to say this is explicitly who can equip it, and then for footwear they were just like for like real equipment they were just like let them twist. Let them figure it out themselves. Diesel Punk? Kind of. It doesn't feel anachronistic though, you know what I mean? Also, this is the like cut down version. Basically, Evolution Worlds is Evolution 1 heavily edited and then Evolution 2. So in this version of Evolution 1, we haven't had a lot of time to explore the world. 3 other characters or so I know of that haven't taken that 3rd slot. Maybe they could use those shoes. I already got rid of them. We'll probably get more. Like, I'm basically explicitly waiting for the game to give me the plot reveal of the end of Evolution 1, which I actually don't know. And then launch me into Evolution 2, where there's, you know, I'm like, I can like go to town. Now, like herb sounds like crimes. It definitely sounds like someone is like trying to pass off a not. Oh, there it is. Great. It definitely sounds like someone is trying to pass something off. Oh my God, we were 1 floor away. We were 1 floor away. I love it. Bless. Oh, I didn't want to hit. I thought it was the save. I'm gonna fucking die. Do I have to do that again? Sir. Sir, what's up? I swear to God. I swear to God. Please. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna find those stairs. There. We're just gonna... I thought that was the save one. I thought the save one was the one on the left. So I was like, let's make a save so we don't have to do that again. And also I realized, like, I could have bought items, but since I haven't gotten any money, like, there's no reason. So. You could always emulate. That's actually what we started doing. That's actually what I started doing, Pear, was I started playing a copy of Evolution 1. And then someone mentioned the existence of Evolution Worlds, and I was like, I thought that was like a 3rd game. And then we found out it was a remake of 1 and 2. And I was like, oh, that sounds great, actually. Sting Entertainment, they stung ya. I can't. I'm so annoyed that a thing like that doesn't have a confirmation. You know what I mean? Something like that doesn't go, hey, are you sure? It's like in Pokemon when you try to run from something and it's just like, all right, bye. And you're like, can you check, please? Oh, that's a, But yeah, we're chill with emulation here, Pear.
There you are.
But is Twitch? The biggest thing ever to happen on Twitch was Twitch Plays Pokemon, which was explicitly and clearly run in an emulator, and no one ever got in trouble for that. So I think as long as you're not out here broadcasting where to download ROMs, we're fine.
There you are.
Did you hear him? He went down the hallway and just, yeah, was meowing so much. He was so upset he couldn't come to you. Nicer.
Warmed up.
But yeah, Twitch Plays Pokemon was like clearly and explicitly done in an emulator. You couldn't have done it anywhere but an emulator. So I think it's one of those, don't make a stink about it, and we won't make a stink about it. Oh, I forgot the other fun thing about this game. These dungeons were randomized. So it wasn't even like you could go through and be like, oh right, I gotta take like a right and then a left and then a left and then there's the stairs, and then I gotta take a left and a left and then a right and then there's the stairs. Hello? Just gonna put everybody to sleep because this is gonna be a slog. Oh. Yeah, funny veggie salad. You know, you take the funny veggies. Oh, what is it? Is it this? Oh, I still can't learn. Are you kidding me? I still can't learn freaking dive punch. Come on, you've never been to your friend's house and he breaks out the funny veggie salad and then you get sleepy? Also, let's not look too hard at these enemies, right? Like, let's not... You know?
There you are.
Let's not spend too long looking at these enemies. Right, it's pause now. Let's give everybody first aid. We'll just do that. Okay, now I need to stop and okay, redo. Of course, now that I'm trying to be quick about it, I'm going to find the stairs, like, late. Like, it's going to take me forever. There it is. The music is kind of mid? What do you mean? Oh, it's mediocre. Yeah, it's not that great. It's like fine. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, what's up with this game? It's fine. My kingdom for some equipment. Squishy sandals. We already have squishy sandals. Like, if it's not a direct upgrade for right now, I'm not bothered. Like, this game was originally made in 1999 for the Dreamcast. So like,
There you are.
this is what hundreds of games were like in the 90s and early 2000s. The GameCube version does look better.
There you are.
The GameCube version does look better. I turned down the GPU upscaling in Dolphin. And now the frame rate appears to be like rock solid, which is good because it wasn't getting bad, but I could see it, like I could see the performance dipping and stuff. Not all of them had music this dull. I would posit that one of the more difficult parts of making, excuse me, a game and a JRPG specifically is having music that's interesting and engaging. Especially when you're switching between the overworld encounter music and, or the overworld music and the encounter music this quickly. I did not double check if the stairs were in there. Like, I didn't check the walls. Okay, I was like, if I ran out of this room and this is where the stairs were, I would have screamed. You know, I think it is a point of a lot of JRPGs to have really good scores. And that's because you're going to be listening to it for so long. You know what I mean? You're going to be listening to that overworld music a lot. You're going to be listening to that encounter music a lot. So
There you are.
welcome to my new games podcast. They don't all need to be 10s, where I discuss about how not every game that comes out needs to be the greatest thing in the history of the world. We need more games like fucking Alpha Protocol. We need more games like Psyops. Oh, could I ever find a copy of Psyops? That would be... I think these are just like new age music. It's a little new agey. I hear it. I hear it. Hell yeah, Psyops, the My Gay Conspiracy. Oh my god, that game was incredible. I don't know if anybody ever played that. That game's incredible. Oh, Stream Manager's ready. Hang on. Okay. Oh! That's good. I think my favorite, like, B game to point to is fucking Alan Wake. Oh, I definitely want a Now in Gold. Because, like, that was not, like, a super highly rated game. Like, it was not Power Gear. Hold up. that Alan Wake was considered an A game. Not when it came out. Not when it came out. I have no idea what Power Gear is. But no, I remember when it came out, it was not, it had its fans, but it was not considered a, you know, boosts concentration and fills you with power. That sounds great. Yes. It was a game that had a slow burn success where like it kind of initially gotten written off when it came out, and then like it got a following and people who enjoyed it and were like, this game is actually, you know, it's very interesting, it's very unique, and people talking about it, and then it had, you know, more people played it, more people enjoyed it. You know, I think a big thing that hurt it at the time was it was an Xbox exclusive. So, you know, it wasn't, it didn't have like a big thing. Death Stranding had that happen quicker. Yeah, I see that. Death Stranding was a game I actually thought was, I don't want to say stupid because I'm trying to stop calling things stupid. But when Death Stranding came out initially, I was like, what is this game? This is like what's happening? And I watched one review of it that I was just like, I watched the girlfriend review specifically of Death Stranding, and I was like, oh, I get it. I understand the appeal of this game. Like, I understand what's happening. And Brian's been playing Death Stranding over on the Able Gamers channel. If you want to watch, a playthrough of Death Stranding, he's done a lot of the stuff. Excuse me. I apologize. Goodness gracious, that came out of nowhere. He's done a lot of the stuff. So if you want to see a lot of what that game is, highly recommend. Their partner channel, so all their VODs are available, so you can watch him play that. Whoop, okay. You can watch him play that from day one. You can watch that whole playthrough. But I also feel like Death Stranding is a really cool idea and a really cool concept that I feel is muddied a bit because Kojima's super up his own ass. And Sam Bridges is the least, from what I've seen, which I would say I've seen 60 to 70% of what Brian has streamed, as far as plot things specifically. And I would say Sam Bridges is the least interesting character in that game because, one, it's Norman Reedus. It's very clearly Norman Reedus. And then two, he never interacts with any characters. So there's all of these things happening around him, and he just kind of goes,
I can't believe it.
And goes and does the thing, you know? And I'm really wearing thin on protagonists that just,
There you are.
you know, being pulled along by the story is one thing, but just like, I have no input. I'm, you know, you can't make a self-insert character that's also Norman Reedus. Like, you don't get it both ways. Made it to what feels like the halfway point, but since it's a modern Kojima game, they're 200 hours long. Yeah, I really feel like that game, and again, I have not played it. I've watched Brian stream it, but from what I've seen, and I don't think we've talked about this, but I feel like that's a game that overstays its welcome. You know, I feel like a lot of modern games that are coming out are just too long. You know, they just are literally just too long. You could take a good 40%, like, and I know what I said, 40% off of most games, and they'd be fine. You know, it's the meme, right? I want games that are that are shorter and look worse from people who are paid more. And no, I'm not joking. You know, I'm playing Final Fantasy X Remastered right now with Brian, and I watched the old PS2 launch trailer to show Aaron, and I was like, oh man, we could have just stopped here. This looks great. To be fair, Kojima probably pays the employees a lot. Probably not. Nobody in games really pays their employees a lot. That's kind of like a thing. What? Oh, great. That's gonna count as a surprise. It did? Wow. Shocked. Shocked, honestly. Do 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 do. I've hit 75,000 views on YouTube, and that's great. I love it. But yeah, there's a lot of games that are like, and I feel like Ubisoft has fallen into this where it's like every game has to be 120 hours and have 16 subsystems and 125 hidden MacGuffins and multiplayer connectivity, so you know what your friend did in this. And it's like, you could not, you know, you don't need to. You know, as much as I'm interested in Watch Dogs Legion, mainly because of that, like, play as anyone mechanic, it seems really neat. I also, like, don't want to play that whole game. You know? Oh, there's so many chests here. Hang on. Axe parts level 1. Hang on. That's also for chain. I got so excited. A long playtime is technically you not getting ripped off. Technically, but also no. Like that I know that's not what you're saying, right? I'm not refuting you saying this, but a lot of people think that a game being 60 hours means that it's worth $60, and I disagree wholeheartedly. I disagree strongly. Like, you know, we can have a big conversation about what happened. Oh, I think it took focus. And sometimes it's worth it, but that 60 hours has to be fucking great.
There you are.
That 60 hours, like, has to be solid. And there have not been a lot of occasions with modern games that are that long. Hell, I mean, any games, not even to say modern games. Any games that are 60 hours that I have felt excited to play the whole 60 hours.
There you are.
You know? They're like, I think Breath of the Wild was okay. I don't remember being bored of Breath of the Wild. I don't remember hitting a point in Breath of the Wild where I was like, this should be done. Maybe like right before the Ganon stuff, I was like, this could be like 2 steps, 3 steps quicker. But Hunter's Jacket. Oh, I think that's a thing for Gray. Mario Odyssey is worth its long playtime. I think Mario is one of the few games that warrants it. But also, I don't think it's that hard to say that like they put a bunch of collectibles and stuff in that game when like maybe you didn't need to. Really? All right. Well, we'll keep that because we don't know who it's for. So. Keep that one. Who knows?
There you are.
But like I said, like it's the what makes it worth it, what makes it feel valuable is, are you enjoying the thing that you're doing the whole time? You know what I mean? It's like if you're having fun the whole time, then great. The playtime is warranted. And it's usually games that have simpler gameplay loops that you feel that way about. You know what I mean? Like new Pokemon Snap. I adore new Pokemon Snap. That game was, you know, I never had a problem, I believe, with you know how long the game was or how long things were taking.
What?
You know? Because, and also it helped that game was like goal oriented. So I was always like, here's the thing I need to do. Boom. You know? There weren't a lot of times where it was like, yeah, just fart around for a little bit until we decide to give you the next story mission. So. That was the last of my tea and it was cold. That's a bummer.
There you are.
That was the last of my tea and it was cold. Okay. Come on. Yes. I don't want to get into a fight with the same enemy group. Oh, there's a box. Chameleon color? What is that? You're saying, I like games that are non-linear and large. Several things you can do over one time. Camouflages you so you can't be seen. Oh, interesting. Okay, I thought it was like a chameleon suit. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Pear. I don't think that... Here's the thing. Open world games aren't inherently bad. I've enjoyed open world games from time to time. What I find frustrating about open world games is when the only thing to do in them is all of the ridiculous collectible side stuff that doesn't contribute to anything. You know, if like I enjoyed the open world bit in Yakuza Like a Dragon. Because you're going around, you're earning money, you're earning bond with your party members, and I didn't feel like that game overstayed its welcome. You know what I mean? That is a really big thing. Like if when I get bored with a game, I'm just like, all right, you know. But as long as I feel like I'm being productive and progressive and so like I'm making progress on something, then it feels okay. But if it's just like I remember the first Watch Dogs had this thing where it was like you have to do a crime in progress and they just happen randomly and you have to like wait to see what happens, and you would so often fail them because they'd be so weird. Like I was just like, this doesn't feel like anything. This doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. Like I should play. I've got that Red Faction Guerrilla remaster. I should play that again. I remember that being a more open world game that I enjoyed. And I remember the destruction being really fun in that game. Yeah, the remaster, which is funny. More games should do that. More games should do puns. More games should do puns like that. I respect that. Enemy search. Okay. More games should not take themselves seriously like that. There's the new Saints Row. I'm not super interested in that. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I'm not excited on the face of it, where it's just like, what's the game? Oh, it's Saints Row again. Oh. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. I have a big pet peeve. I have a big pet peeve about game series like that, where it's like, well, it's a new Saints Row. We're relaunching Saints Row, and it's totally different. Okay, then why is it called Saints Row? For marketing purposes. Okay, well don't call it Saints Row then. Like I have a real pet peeve about that, where it's like there's no reason to call it this other than you want people to associate it with this thing that already exists because you feel, and maybe rightly so, you know, I don't know the market research. You feel like that means more people will buy it because they will associate it with this other thing. And that I feel like that happens so much, where it's like you could just have made a game and made a new property. You could have let it stand on its own. You know? Another power gear. I think the power gear is specifically for Cyframe users. Zoom put out a new feature that reports when your connection is fine, so you can't say you're having a bad connection. Fuck Zoom. Fuck Zoom, snitch ass. Get out of here. Is that real? Dustin, is that real? Are you fucking with me right now? Okay, there's the stairs. Let's check this item. Okay, no, who cares? Like, no way. Okay, an hour later. Save. See, that's where I thought I was. The boss. The boss that we have every time. They're calling it just Saints Row because it's a dial back on the absurdity of Saints Row 4, and the expectations for something called Saints Row 5 would be something that would top 4, I guess. That's, you know, I'll give you that. That's the best way I've heard that put. That's the best way I've heard that put. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's valid, I think. Where it's like, yeah, we don't want to call it Saints Row 5 because after Saints Row 4, it would feel like it would be, we would have to top that. I get that. You know. Talking about my morning stockholder meeting. Not finding an article on it, though. Maybe it's coming out this month, and I misunderstood the report a little. If that's real, I will...
Here is today's special.
I also feel like sometimes they make announcements like that, and it never comes to fruition, and it's mainly to adjust their stock price. Use Discord anyway. Zoom is probably still the most used video meeting software in business settings. So, oh, I can dive punch. I don't want to. I'm gonna learn dive punch so that I have dive punch. Oh yeah. Oh, that animation brings back memories. I remember using that a lot. Kind of have to use what your boss tells you for remote work. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh wow, I didn't realize serious first aid targets the whole grid. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Here is today's special.
Discord is sort of trying to compete in that market now, except not really. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's not. No company is going to use Discord. Like, do you know what I mean? No company is going to use Discord. And fairly so. Love that. Love that animation. Like, I think they got rid of the gamer-focused branding because they want to compete as a more general connection software. Yo, Lugo! Lugo, how are you doing? Is Matt taking out the weed today? God. But like Discord wants to compete in the market left by like Skype not really being a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Discord has basically no, and granted I haven't looked into it that hard, but they do not have anywhere near the security features. Yeah, I think Discord was like, hey, we want to drop the gamer branding so that it's more of a thing that like people use to talk to like their parents or, you know, have chats with their study groups. Like John's school had a Discord a while ago, I remember, and I remember thinking like, that's interesting. Like that's a decision. But it kind of makes sense for a school like that because a lot of your students are probably already using Discord. And so you can kind of bridge that gap a little easier. Let's cure Gray from Blunt in this. But yeah, I could not see any corporation adopting Discord over Zoom or Microsoft Teams, you know. Playing 14, waiting for Duty Finder to pop. Oh, were you able to get in okay? Were you able to, did you have any login problems? Excuse me. 1,000 people in the queue? I believe it. I believe it. That's so funny. Uh-oh. Well, that did a good amount of damage. $1,000 people in the queue. Good lord. Okay, I'll move her this turn, and then I'll use the... Oh! Yeah, and then I'll use the lineup whistle. Still better than WoW expansion release. Well, I mean, that makes sense, because it's... this is like the... early... I'm gonna unlock this one and see how it goes. This is still like the early release, right? It's next week for general release. That did a lot of HP. That healed a lot more HP than I thought. On the 7th? Yeah, so... I wonder how many people... If it were me, I would get the... It's paid. You need a... I mean, hey, you can play the award... You can play the free demo to the award-winning MMO Final Fantasy 14 all the way up to level 60, including the award-winning expansion Heaven's Sword, for an unlimited time. I don't remember the fucking meme. But they have a free demo that's all the way up to level 60, so you can play a shit ton. No, but it's an ongoing subscription. It's an ongoing subscription. Yeah, just keep doing that. But yeah, what I was saying, if it were me, I wouldn't. I would get the cool collection edition because I would want the collection edition stuff, and then I would play it like a week later. Hell yeah, crushed it. Crushed it.
This is only the beginning.
I'm carrying too much. I definitely want that Santa Maria. Come on, let's go back.
You did it! You cleared the ruins. Congratulations.
We did it.
You've been doing very well. You're turning into a full-fledged adventurer. You show so much promise now.
Yep.
Me? Really? Ah, gee, thanks.
Excellent, Mag.
Cool.
Please use all of it to rebuild the launch. If you will excuse me, Mag.
Santa Maria sounds like a euphemistic word for marijuana. Everything sounds like marijuana.
All men should be like that.
Oh yeah? Think so, huh?
I do. And what I really like about Gray is that he's the kind of man who's not afraid to cry.
It feels like you're reading into it.
He makes me want to just grab him and give him a great big hug.
Calm down.
Huh. I wonder how Gray would react if you told him that.
Hello, Mag. You're doing great. We'll have another assignment for you soon. Why don't you call it a day and go home for a nice rest?
And we're just gonna, and then we get pushed to our house. Probably a cutscene. Wow, really? I can walk around the town? Awesome.
Welcome, Mag. Another adventure.
Oh my god, I can. Oh my god! Let's do it. used to have to find items for this. You'd need to find items to do the upgrades. Oh my god. Just gonna make them stronger.
Thanks, man.
So now I'm just stronger. Great. And broke. That's fine. There's literally nothing else to spend my money on. I mean, I could buy items, but the game, my inventory overfloweth with items. Matt, you could buy equipment.
Welcome back, Mag. Did your adventure go well today?
Motherfucker.
What I'm supposed to say, eh? Hello, Mag Launcher. I let myself in.
This asshole.
Eugene? What do you want? What did you do to Gray?
Mag, stay away! They have been waiting here to kidnap Linear.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I merely came to ask Linear to cooperate with the 8th Imperial Army.
And if not, I'm going to kidnap
She
her.
does not know it herself. Linear has amazing powers.
I mean, I know she has amazing powers.
Key that will unlock the mysteries of ancient civilizations. She will benefit all humankind.
What is with people's faces in this game? They're from the year 2000. That's what's up with people's faces in this game.
What on earth are you talking about?
It is pointless
I wonder how good
for
SMT5 is.
you to hold the
I'm
key
excited to pick it up.
wisdom.
I'm excited.
The 8th Empire has been chosen by the
Uh-oh.
ancients to inherit their powers.
Helix, hello. On the third day of Christmas, Poppy drew for us a Trico filming a YouTube apology video. Okay.
Now give the girl to me.
Okay.
Run! Hurry! Run away now!
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Gray, I'll rescue you later. I promise. Come on, Linear.
I'm gonna Morning, Helix. How are you doing? God, that's too. Jeez. Yes, these will get weirder. And listen, I'm fine with it. It's just I was not ready.
After Linear, we have to get her to a safe place. Why would they send such a thing?
Is it a tank? What is this sound? Oh yeah, it's a tank.
Here goes nothing.
Wait, is it a good thing I boosted my... Do we have to fight the tank? Oh, ooh, pre-rendered cutscene. Oh, look, you can see his old look because it's the original cutscene. His old jumpsuit. This is great. I was like, yeah, they're just gonna start shooting, like... That's really effective. Answer your question. I have a cold, so I'm in bed. I did get around to playing the DBZ Crackot demo on Switch. Oh, I'm sorry you have a cold, Helix. Uh-oh. So we're dead now. So we died. £30 on Amazon. That's the open world DBZ game, right? Brian streamed that a bit. That looked okay.
Mag, You're finally awake. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
They updated a bunch of
Linear.
stuff.
Where's Linear?
I remember saying.
I'm sorry to say she was taken away by the 8th Imperial Army troops. Their warship has apparently left Pan Am Port for the journey home.
What? The warship's gone?
What is this angle? What is this?
This is exactly the sort of thing that your father meant in his letter by, please look after this girl, Linear.
This is exactly the thing your father meant. You know, don't let her get kidnapped by a foreign power. The Switch version has some Dragon Ball Super content. Oh, that's cool.
Army goons were saying something about a legendary psi frame.
This is exactly what your father meant.
Protect Linear. I thought I could do it. I thought...
Got Deer Simulator on Steam on sale for $5. Can't believe it's $20 on Switch. Switch is always more expensive and doesn't get discounts. So the segment was filmed during that time he lost his mouth. They couldn't show that. This feels like in a sitcom when the main female lead is pregnant, and so they have to shoot her at weird angles and with weird shit in front of her to be like, we can't show that she's pregnant because the character isn't pregnant.
My father's request. My promise to Linear. I couldn't fulfill either of them. What's the matter with me?
And again, just the music really overpowering the voices.
Mag.
Mag.
I got cocky and slipped up. I'm sorry that I couldn't protect you, Linear. Maybe there was no way a good-for-nothing like me could ever have protected you.
Probably, you're not really good for anything.
Your father, Azrock Launcher, was the type of man who never gave up, no matter what happened. But you, Mag Launcher, whom I have observed these 16 years, you are even more persistent than your father.
You're even more of a ding-dong.
Ray,
This isn't like you, Mag. Come, fight the good fight like you always do.
Yeah, let's go fight that
Promises are
nation.
meant not to be broken, but to be kept. It's still not too late to keep your promise.
so giving up isn't like me, huh? Yeah.
That's a
I'm
weird
no
line.
quitter. Once you give up, it's all over, right? Right. Thanks for the pep talk, Gray. I'm going to go after those goons right now. Get my psi frame ready.
Oh, Mag.
Gray's like, do it yourself. Thought Mag was a child considering how small he is.
Going somewhere, Mag? Don't tell me you're going out all by your lonesome self.
Hi, Chain. Hi, Pepper, that I've spoken to once.
And you, Pepper.
Upon explaining what happened to Linear, they eagerly volunteered to help us.
And besides, Mag, you never invite me on any of your adventures. But if you're gonna go toe-to-toe with the 8th Empire, then I'm there. I don't care if you say no, I'm there.
I've always wanted to take on those Imperial pigs.
I'm not exactly crazy about the idea of rescuing that scaredy cat, but I was already steaming mad.
Hero, hello.
Blockaded the ruins like that.
How are you doing?
I say now's the time to open up a can of whoop ass on those jerks.
Hey, do you remember when people would say can of whoop ass? That's when they made this game. If you really want to figure out when they made this game, it's when people would say can of whoop ass.
Now that's a pretty nice story, taking on the 8th Imperial Army. A chance like this doesn't come my way too often. Count me in. Besides, I can't wait to see the new head of the Launcher family strut his stuff.
Matt, how old is this game? Well, at one point a character says that they're excited to open a can of whoop ass. Oh, okay.
And with all due respect, Mag, I am still a better sea.
Literally just woke up. I hope you have a good morning.
May I also accompany you, Mag?
No. No one, just me.
Your help.
Very well. I shall ready the seaplane for our journey. Please come to the landing field once you have prepared the psi frame and the rest of your equipment. Remember, we are going up against the 8th Imperial Army. Prepare yourselves thoroughly.
I don't know what they expect me to do. You know what I mean? What do you... Like, please prepare yourselves thoroughly. Okay, I don't have any money because I just put it all into my frame. I don't have the character. What happened to Imperial Armies 1 through 7, or was that not explored? Oh, so here's the funny thing, Helix. Here's the funny thing, because I actually mentioned this when they first introduced them. It's not the 8th Imperial Army in the way that we usually use that phrase. It is the army of the 8th Empire. Which, yes, is more confusing.
Little Mag, once you leave, you won't be able to come back.
Yeah, it's like,
Want to do this?
oh, all right, that's how. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's where the game is, my guy. Like,
Okay,
We don't need to pull our punches with them. Just let them have it.
Right. I'm sick of playing around.
yeah, I really feel like this should have just been a redone cutscene. It took me 6 hours to play through. Like, ugh. This should have just been a 45-minute cutscene.
don't worry. I'm sure Lydia is fine.
I would have sat through a 45-minute cutscene if it was like, this explains the plot of Evolution.
To save her.
I'll save her no matter what. I'm coming, Linear.
Hell yeah, Gambate. Let's go. Excuse me.
No need to be afraid.
Oh, this again.
All you do is touch this radar screen. Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
This sound again.
What's wrong, Mia? Don't you want to go home? I told you that we have no intention of harming you one bit.
Please let me play a game that's 5 minutes of play and 3 hours of cutscene. Points to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, buddy, Square Enix was doing that well before that.
If you help us find what we are looking for, we'll let you go back home immediately. I promise, Linear. Come to think of it, might as well give that boy something for his troubles. So what about it, Linear? If you just cooperate with us for a little while, we'll give you a great reward. Have you done anything for the launchers while you've been staying with them?
What it?
This would be a good chance to do something nice for them, wouldn't it? Okay, Linear. All you have to do is touch the radar screen.
Why would this do anything? Why is this anything?
Waited so long for this moment. Finally, it's mine. Evolution, the Psy-frame of legend.
Is this the flesh orb room? It certainly gives that vibe.
It's you, Linear. You are Evolution. Evolution is you.
Plot twist. I never saw that coming.
I finally found you, Linear.
I don't like his face.
Know what you were. But of course, a Psy-frame built from a living being would not be aware of its true nature.
I don't know what that means.
At last, the dream of all humanity is about to be realized.
What does that mean?
Young Master Mag!
We have to get onto that ship. Can you crash into it, Gray? Anywhere will do.
Understood.
Yeah.
Everyone, hang on.
Just crash right into it. Who cares? Oh, hell yeah. More Dreamcast era pre-rendered cutscenes. What is that thing? Can you crash into it? No, we will definitely get shot down. Well, you lost both your pontoons, so... Great, what? I don't think I played this part when I played the original Evolution. I don't remember this part. This is very goofy.
Looks like we got their attention. Maybe we overdid it.
Those Navy dudes have shit aim. Yeah, if you can't blow up one ship or one plane.
Guys first and then go after the rest.
However, one of us should probably stay behind. Some soldiers.
It definitely wouldn't be good to come back.
Go with Chain and Pepper, sure.
No one will lay a finger, but don't hesitate to come back. A strategic retreat to regroup.
I don't know what's cargo room. Oh, I can store items. Boy, that's. Oh, we got a save point. That's great. Love that. Okay.
You must be the intruders.
Uh-oh. Now we have to fight just like men. Now we just have to fight dudes. Like before, 5 minutes ago, we were fighting bugs and viruses. What do? You have literally nothing. Oh, you have all the teeth. Oh, that's good. Oh, hell yeah, line double blade. Love that. Love that attack, thank you.
But they're just kids.
Yeah, fuck it, we killed you. They're just kids. Too late. Too late, you died.
Hey! I can't believe it!
So we're near the end, I guess. This is the end of the first game. Evolution Worlds includes the second game also. Oh, right, she attacks a row, I think. I don't remember. She has some neat powers, I remember.
Hey! I can't believe it!
I can't believe it! Fucking makes me laugh every time. Their kids fighting them as a war crime. Dire face the tribunal. You could make the argument that they're enemy combatants and thus fighting them is not a war crime. They're not. They're clearly not civilian anti-combatants. So.
Darn it.
Or non-combatants, not anti-combatants.
What?
Do we have to fight a tank? Cool.
Well, that sure isn't gonna make things easier for me.
Cool. Hey Matt, I'd like to clarify something with you. Yeah, sure, what's up?
Now I'm ready.
Yeah, what's going on?
You
This is great. 5 damage, hell yeah. They survive being shot by a tank. The game you're playing is about the Sonic versus Humans Zonas. She's torqued off. You know, it wasn't before. It wasn't before, but it is now. Oh my god, I love it. Brian, welcome back. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Helix, I'm sorry. I forgot about your drawing. Do the rising uppercut. I forgot about it as well. I was getting into the game. Hey, hold up, Matt. What's going on? What's up, buddy? Why did Pepper lose half her pants? Because it was the 90s. Why is she wearing a pant? Fire the cannon. I question this tank commander's sense of preservation on a boat. Fair point. Fair point. She's like, yeah, let me just shoot the tank. Let me just shoot the big tank gun. Yeah, fuck it. Here, have some lightning damage. Hey, like that. I don't like it. Yeah, there you go. Fighting in a metal box hanging in the void explosions are probably okay. Yeah, Brian, Helix was telling us they were playing DBZ Kakarot. Take those 20 rounds, get a band-aid, keep fighting. Yeah, you take a Nowlin, whatever that is. And then you're fine. I wish I liked it more. It seemed super neat. It seemed like they were very faithful to the show and the content of it, so I still appreciate they did the Goku and Piccolo learns to drive episode. Like, that's the funniest thing in the world to me. Let's fight this tank in the battle void. Charge up. Well, that seems bad. I'm gonna... Nope, defend again. Can I say I'm very excited that we're in both Twitch chat and also on the stream chat? Oh yeah, look at stream chat. It worked great. Sparkle, hello. Hello, good morning. How are things going? Oh my god, he's red. Let's go. Let's go. Definitely a powerful evil thing, but it was the one thing that could properly convey the bullshit. They leave out the boat pilot doing his defend action each. Yeah, every time right before the tank attacks, the boat defends, so it doesn't take any damage. This would sink the boat. Still playing through New Game Plus. Nice.
Out now.
Just stick with me.
Why is Chain a higher level than Pepper? I don't know. I think Pepper literally joined you later in the game, and they probably gave her some XP to compensate, and then they just didn't redesign it. Would be my guess. Oh, I literally can't use this outside of battle. I can't use items.
So you've come again. Seems like you've been running around here causing trouble, haven't you?
Yep, because fuck you. This is me being away. Weren't you on the 11th floor of heaven? Where'd the boat come from?
Do you? Didn't teach you how to make a good impression, Mag Launcher?
So Eugene showed up and held Gray at gunpoint, and Mag and Linear ran away, and then Tank showed up and blew them up, and then Eugene kidnapped Linear, and then now we're going and rescuing her.
Eugene, where is Linear? Where did you take her?
Oh, and Linear, shocker, Linear was Evolution. Linear was the side frame of Ultimate Power. I had to pause finishing the side story because you made the mistake of choosing hard. Oh no, I heard. Oh no.
What would you do if you saw her again anyway?
What does that mean?
From now on, she is part of the 8th Empire. You might as well get used to that and go home now.
Don't try to trick me. Linear would never join you.
She comes out in a little outfit just like his.
On the contrary, her true place is now with me. Don't you understand? She no longer belongs with a country bumpkin like you. Like me, she has a great destiny waiting for her.
This is exactly how Scott Pilgrim vs. the World ends. Like, this exact scene, I think almost the exact same dialogue. Like, this is almost... I think this is like the exact same scene.
That is, leading humanity to its next step with us, the 8th Empire.
Honestly, I know game 1 is shortened, but maybe it's just lessening as more plot before you get to the good stuff of the second game. Here's hoping. Yeah, I think this is the end. I thought I was good at Fire Emblem, but I might not be, so I just restarted on normal. I heard that the DLC is super hard. I've heard that the DLC is super hard. We are Magma Bomb. We're here to make you think about treasure, get adventure, and stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, but give Linear back now, or else.
I'd love Shonen protagonist. No thoughts, just adventure.
Dealing with barbarians can sometimes be so tiring.
No thoughts, just adventure.
The only thing to convince some people is brute force, not words.
Yeah, I read the DLC was super hard.
You will regret this, Mag Launcher.
You played the main story on hard. I thought I'd be fine.
Here
Oh,
goes.
good. Good on you for playing it on hard.
How about this?
I probably shouldn't have brought Chain and Pepper. I should have brought Gray in some respect, just for his status and healing. Because that would have been way more helpful at this point.
How's this? It's over now.
Cut that out!
I didn't know I was fighting Raphael from fucking Soul Calibur. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Like, I wanted to heal her, but that's okay.
Wham! Bam!
Yes.
How about this?
Good damage.
For the Empire.
The Oh, he's charging his gun. You know, as you do with a gun. My talent doesn't recharge. Can I only use my talent once? All right. Yeah, this is definitely the end of one. You know what I mean?
Now you'll pay.
This is definitely the end of the first game.
Here goes.
I appreciate that we're fighting him with like our, you know, technologically advanced hip shooters and, you know, blade, you know, like mobile attack platforms, and he's just like, let me just sword you.
How's this? It's over now. Ow!
Yeah, keep attacking Mag, because Mag has like pretty good defense, so. With 3 bars of charge supers. He's gonna do that attack and Mag's just gonna fucking block cancel the whole thing.
For the Empire.
Eugene is charging up gun. This game. Brian, we had what might be the most early 2000s moment in this game, where Chain says she was going to open a can of whoop ass on the 8th Imperial Army. And I was like, honestly, this aged that game, or this dated that game literally more than anything else they've done. Like, nothing else in this game places it more than someone saying, I'm gonna open a can of whoop ass. You're like, all right, there we go. By God, that's Chain's music. Have I made any progress in 3 houses? No. Last night was board game night with our friends. We were going to play Wingspan. Hey Brian, funny story. You remember how I got that extra copy of Wingspan and I gave it to you because I was like, we already have a copy of Wingspan. Like, we already have Wingspan. We're good. Fun fact, Aaron did not have a copy of Wingspan. So we could not play Wingspan with our friends, which is fine. You know, like, we'll just pick it up for the Christmas sale. It's not stopping us from doing anything. It was more just like, ah, dag. Rebecca! Rebecca, hi! Rebecca! Oh, I haven't changed the sound. Oh, I gotta change the noise. I forgot. That copy of Wingspan's got a lot of good use. Great. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Rebecca, thank you for resubbing for 17 months. 17 heckin' months. I love you. How are you doing? There are times. Oh. You got 2 of the expansions. If you want to hear more about it, spoilers is more birds. Hell yeah, that's what you want, right? Hi, here's my game about birds. I have an expansion. What's in it? More birds. That's.
Now you'll pay.
That feels like what you want. what you really, really want. God, I wish I had a what's it called? I wish Gray was here doing his statuses. You're gonna do a paralog. You really just don't want to do the quest that unlocks the other merchants. I had a battle like that was like it unlocks more merchants. And then it was really hard and I didn't do it. I think each new expansion has a new mechanic. One of them's a new. If another player does something, you get a bonus bird. I think the other one is a new food source. Ooh. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, I might play it a little bit. I might play it on my own. Because it has remote play together, but a friend was telling me that like the remote play together is not very good. Oh, you can't. I say this earlier. Chain seems dope. And honestly, if you could make Gary Oak be your duo Pokemon battle partner forever, you'd do it. That's fair. I agree with that. I agree with that sentence. That is why everyone's favorite bit in Sun and Moon is that Red and Blue are there. And they're like seemingly best friends and just do all the shit together because they're like, yeah, fucking yeah, they would. They'd grow up and realize they were best friends and they'd cut that shit out.
For the Empire.
Oh, he's charging up gun. Can I do any skill? No, one more attack. One more attack. They gave both Chain and Pepper a set amount of TP, so Chain got to do learn exactly one skill, which is, in my opinion, fantastic. For the Empire, definitely think a good person says it. Yeah, definitely. For the Empire of my father.
Is this the face of ultimate evolution?
That's a weird sentence.
Yeah, I'm powered up.
Hell yeah, 19.
You little... I admit, you do give honor to the title of adventurer.
What does that mean?
But I'm through playing games. You'll regret we ever met.
Oh, are we got a JRPG?
Are you ready to face my
Second
wrath?
phase.
Now that you've pushed me this far, goodbye.
Huh? Goodbye? He's escaping. No!
Now that you've pushed me this far, see ya.
I don't get him at all. Does he mean it or not? Whichever. Don't let him get away!
From what he was saying, it sounds like he's plotting something. Let's go, and don't let him trick you.
Let's go. Hurry.
Just not gonna. Is Eugene's "if you don't win, I quit" boss move? Yeah. Is there? Can I go back? Yes. Okay. Here's an important thing. If I can go all the way back. Okay. That was weird. Best of luck, Sparkle. I mean, I'm sure you'll do it. It's like your third time through the game or something like that. Okay, now I have no idea where I am because the... Okay, okay. Okay, so we go back here, switch companions. I want gray and chain.
Anything else?
Take a break and regain strength. Begin attack. My favorite Final Fantasy antagonists had a boss fight where you get their HP to 0. They hit you with a new move that puts your whole team at 1 HP and then they run away. That's great. I like that. That's fun. It's your 5th time. Oh, well, you know. Just what I said was more accurate. I think you just can't go here. They just didn't want to put... It's because that's where the physics has to come down for the tank, so they were just like, no. So, you know, we have to go this way.
That way, huh? You're not getting far, Eugene!
Stop there, Mag Launcher.
Linear!
I thought I told you that Linear's fate was with the 8th Empire. Or had you forgotten? She'll never go back to you.
You can't play games with me. Why would I believe you?
This...
You're so pathetic. I might as well tell you why. I don't know how or where he did it. Her father, Asrock Launcher, had already obtained the legendary Psy-Frame 3 years ago. In other words, he had found Linear, who is also Evolution.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you trying to trick me?
Are you trying to trick me?
Ha! I don't blame you for being surprised. I was too when I first heard of a Psy-Frame built from a living being.
No, you seemed pretty into it straight away.
Indeed, when we first tested its capabilities, the instruments almost went berserk.
I just can't believe it.
Since the Psy-Frames are a relic from an ancient civilization, we still really don't understand how they work.
Love to just use ancient technology.
Ultimate Psy-Frame, Evolution, superior to all others, is not a machine, but linear.
Shock.
Don't you see? Don't you see how sublime it is?
The robot's a girl. The girl is a robot.
People of old had reached the status of gods. Using the power of Evolution, they escaped aging and death.
Well, did that happen? Because they're
This is the
gone,
dream
so...
of all humanity. This technology from an ancient civilization allows us to evolve into gods.
Maybe.
Linear is Evolution? Evolving into gods?
Do you
That's a thing you should
understand?
be confused if anyone ever says.
That's about all you can do anyway.
So... I see. What are you going to do with Linear?
My, it seems you still don't understand.
I'm gonna put her in a weird tank so I can try to control her powers.
Soon the whole world will know about Evolution.
I feel like that's
What do you think?
probably what he's gonna do.
Everyone learns that Linear is Evolution. They'll try to get her.
You can't mean it. I'll just have to protect her from all of them. From you and the 8th Empire, Eugene.
You certainly do talk a big game.
This is a cool shot. I like this.
Can you back it up, though?
They generally don't build guns in a way that they can shoot
Watch out!
the ship that they're on, but okay.
That sneaky rat! What are you doing, Mag? He's gonna fire a second shot! Let's get away! Oh, Linear, I'll come back. I promise. Wait for me.
Darn! I almost had him, too.
Yeah, you should have shot just like slightly to the right.
It's coming back this way.
What?
Wow, that's some heavy firepower. But destroying your own ship?
It's coming back. Was it still gonna shoot? Did it shoot him?
Mag is right. It'll be different the next time we meet.
I, for one, am glad that everybody is safe.
Doesn't look like we can pass through this way.
There's something I noticed a short time ago when we were outside. Even though it may be a little bit further to go, I believe that path will lead us to the other side.
All right then, let's go that way.
All right, yeah, let's go that way. Is this the same door? Why would you do that? The camera literally won't. Okay. Wait. What? Oh, there was another pathway. I couldn't see it because of the thing. I was like, it just goes to a save point? Oh no, the flesh room.
Are you all right? I'm so glad you're not hurt. Just hold still while I untie you. What's wrong, Lee?
Hold up, what's up?
Everything's okay now.
It's the standard construction on Empire boats to have a flesh chamber? I guess.
Young Master Mag, behind you!
We don't know a lot about them. Oh shit, he got in the Tron
You
Bond.
really expect to get out of here alive?
Oh, it's you, Eugene.
I will unleash the power within Linear to become the true successor of ancient civilizations.
You're crazy. Linear is just linear. She's got nothing to do with ancient civilizations or evolution.
You are completely ignorant. What do you know about ancient civilizations
Look at this
or
face.
evolution? I won't hand over
Metal
anything to
Gear.
anybody. You will die here and now.
Hell yeah. Brother! I have to run around and throw the flashbangs and then...
I'll give no quarter.
Why? Why is that called nail? Still can't learn any other skills. Love it. Incredible.
Meg, you got a long way to go.
Ah, shut your trap.
Shut your trap!
I'll give no quarter.
Did you see someone releasing that stealth action revival game? No. Now that I'm not on Twitter, I see absolutely nothing. Which is great, let me tell you.
Here is today's special.
There is kind of a weird benefit to not knowing anything that's happening. So,
I'll give no quarter.
What?
what is that clip, Dustin? What is this?
Bam!
Top-down camera we're dealing with guards in the facilities you sneak around. That sounds okay. They made that game, your tweet says Boomer Stealth is back. Oh, is it that game Unmetal? Or is it a different game?
How about this?
All effects canceled. Oh, cool. I'm glad I spent a bunch of turns doing buffs. Oh, it's Metal Gear Solid. I see.
Wham! Bam!
but honestly close enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep lowering your defense, my guy.
Here is today's special.
Is the face of ultimate evolution?
Oh.
Here goes!
Why did getting shot with a bunch of bullets make him fall asleep?
Smash you flat!
I'll give no quarter.
I can't believe it!
I was like, did I get an item that cures sleep? I did not.
Is this the face of ultimate evolution?
And the person that cures sleep is asleep. So... Gray woke up and fell asleep. Great. Love it.
Wham! Bam!
Welcome to a 90s JRPG. Sometimes you just gotta punch the shit out of a boss.
I'll give no quarter.
Excuse me. Oh, right. You gotta have focus on Dolphin.
I'll give no quarter.
What?
Hey, Gray woke up. Nice. Let's just do a regular attack.
Hi-ya!
Have I triggered the defense down even once? Oh, hell yeah!
Ultimate evolution.
Hell yeah! My TikTok from the other day has 1,200 views. Love it.
Wham! Bam!
So yeah, check out TikTok. And I hit I'm almost to 100 followers.
Is this the face of ultimate evolution?
We're doing all right. The TikTok has almost 1,200 views. The YouTube short has almost 2,000 views.
I'll give no quarter.
Gray's limit break is ready. That's his talent, which you can only do every. No, it's not his talent. I don't know what that's for then.
Master Mag, get a hold of yourself.
Because Chain can't use her talent again, and Mag used a talent, so.
Wham! Bam!
There's a lot of things that I don't understand, Sparkle, but okay.
I'll give no quarter.
What?
How about this?
goes.
Arguably, I should have done that on Gray, but that needleclaw thing is just terrifying. It definitely seems bad. It definitely seems like a thing I don't want to happen to me. It's a special class in Fire Emblem. Oh. The only dancer I know of is the one in Final Fantasy 14 and the one in War of the Lions. So. Chain fell asleep. Hey, I can fix that. Can Gray have a turn? That'd be cool. Dancer first showed up in 5. Hey. Oh, Dancer woke. Okay, Chain woke up. I won't use my cool move then. So anyway, I started blasting. How much do I need to do it? 29. I don't think I got far enough in 5 to play to be a dancer.
There we go.
The pasta attack? What? The pasta attack. Oh dag, my Slack off video has 65 views. Yo, radar shinies are starting to pop off. Love it. Love this for me. Each class students have the ability to dance. Move them to a unit that already moved. They can move again. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the advanced stuff in Fire Emblem Three Houses. As I've mentioned, I'm only to like chapter 5, so. Blast. Oh, the pasta attack. I guess I should have paid attention. I feel like I never got the defense down trigger.
I can't believe it.
That's what I was trying to do with this skill. It's supposed to lower the defense, but I don't know if it ever triggered. So
There you are.
Here goes.
I'll give no quarter.
I was like, the pasta attack? What is Brian talking about? Thank you, Helix. Thank you.
I'll give no quarter.
They're doing all right. They're doing all right. That's why I try to keep get them out there. So I try to keep getting them out there for people that for people that sub for them and are excited about it.
I'll give no quarter.
I can't believe it.
We're gonna do something risky. See how this goes. Grace, too much of an old man, too much sleeping on the job. He gets a turn like half the speed of everybody else.
I shall not pull my punches.
Oh, he crit. Hell yeah. Good job, Gray. The cast for season 14 of Drag Race US got revealed. Surprise, I'm on it. It's me. I'm on Drag Race.
Wanna try this?
There you are.
There's actually a reality show that's taking place that I saw that's in Tampa that I thought was very funny. What am I driving? God. You know what's wait, what is he doing? Wow, the first like really effective attack. You'd be alright at some of the challenges? Oh, I appreciate that. I can't think of a thing I would be less prepared for than either interpretation of Drag Race. Literally either interpretation, whether it was actually driving or dressing in drag. Either one you could present me with it, I would just be like, hello. I can see you doing well at the acting, comedy, and improv stuff. That's true. There is a performance element to it that I probably wouldn't be terrible at.
I'll give no quarter.
I can't believe it!
Can I dance? I like the animation on that. I can dance at 14. Listen, I got Dancer to level 70. I loved playing Dancer. It was great. The real question is, can you dance and heal? Oh, God, no. Absolutely. Definitely not. Holy definitely. Holy not. What's going on, Lab Rat? Thank you for stopping in. I love playing Dancer in 14. I still had 10 levels to go. Did I? Oh, I thought I hit 70. Oh.
There you are.
70 isn't max level. Well, it was when, oh, was it 80 then? Oh, I thought it was turning 80 now. And so I was like, yeah, I hit 70. I hit max level. I see. Okay. I see. That was the problem. I really want him.
There you are.
Oh, he did it. Oh, he blasted him. Gray's like, say this shit. You're outing all the 14 players. Yeah, everybody that plays 14 is like, max level's 80.
Check me out now! Wow!
Oh, we get this sound again. Jesus.
I won!
I did. I killed that man.
Linear, I'll set you free right now.
That explosion was off.
Boom with the shotgun. Got the final hit.
If we don't escape now, the path out may disappear.
We're in serious trouble, Mag. And if I die here, I'm never gonna forgive you.
Fair.
Would you look for an exit for us then? I need to get Linear out of these ropes. Then we'll follow.
I have a big blade. Let me just cut the ropes.
Just hurry up, though.
I will go look for a way out. Follow with all speed, little Mag.
Don't call me Little Mag. Jeez, like, come on,
Let's
man.
go now.
Blade too big, got a chopper.
Let's go, Linear. We've got to escape from this ship, quick.
They never explain this flesh room. I want to point that out.
To go back.
That's... Oh, I'm in control. Oh. Can't save. This feels unnecessary. Hang on. It's Stream Raiders. This seems unnecessary. Like, where am I going? The lifeboat?
Phew, there's a lifeboat. With this, we can escape across the sea. We can do it. Everyone aboard. I'm coming, Linear.
Ah!
With the aid of Evolution, may I become as powerful as thee? With the aid of Evolution's limitless energy, I will recreate paradise on Earth. Only I can inherit the power of ancient civilizations. I will become a god and rule over the paradise I'll create. Huh? Linear? So that's where you were. I was looking for you, Linear.
Oh my god.
Distraction, but everything is fine now. No need to worry with me around.
Oh my god.
Evolution's power, hidden within Linear, is our
I love just
greatest
BLAM!
from ancient civilizations. I will not be stopped.
Oh my god. That I'm...
Okay, get on the boat. You're coming with me.
Oh my god. Let me start Stream Raiders here. That's... Does this end with Mag getting murked? That would be the best way to end no games ever end this.
Much longer. Come on, Linear.
I love the idea. I love the idea of him just like it's a whole JRPG and then just blap.
Can't you hear me?
Oh my god.
Didn't you hear what I said? Either way, get on the boat now, Linear.
Oh my god.
All right, now I'm getting mad. Get on the boat within the count of 3, or else.
He's not gonna shoot you. He needs your power. Like, think this through.
2.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting her to like when he shot Mag, she was just like kabah and like big energy blast or something. Hell yeah.
Linear. Are you
Did he-
alright?
Did he punch him into the water?
Okay. We did it. I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing he could do to me.
He shot me like 100 times. I'm
Do
fine.
you mind if I lean on you, Linear? Let's get away on that boat.
I lived, bitch. Boy, it's a good thing we established that Linear has the power to bring things back from the dead, right? Hell yeah. Where are our friends? Don't worry about it. They're somewhere. He shot you so many. He shot me a bunch. Yeah, I fell asleep. I was just like, ah, bullets. So they got the seaplane working and then just bounced. Oh. Hello? What? Is this end of Ava?
Meg, you okay?
She digivolved into Anja Woman. I get that reference. Is this the end of the game? Is this the end? Yes. Oh my god. What is this? Who are you? Hello? Speak up?
I had always told myself that I would be the one to find the legendary.
That was the end.
Cyclone
That was the end of
evolution.
1. This is 2. Why don't they give us, why don't they do credits? They should have done credits. Okay. GG, I guess. Yeah, that definitely feels like it's like woo, we did it. Celebration. And then like we're gonna keep rolling. We're just gonna keep it moving. All right. I'm gonna take my morning break. Because it's a little late actually. But then we're gonna dive into Evolution 2, the second part here of Evolution Worlds, and we'll see how that goes. This has been great. The ending of that game was actually super enjoyable. So yeah, I'll be back in about 10 minutes, about 11 o'clock. And I always said I'd find the legendary side frame. Spoilers, your dad found it and just made it your sister. Oh god. But all right, I'll be back in a little bit.